So, you're contemplating a humanoid robot partner? It's a tempting thought, isn't it? A scintillating conversationalist, a domestic dynamo, a companion who remembers your coffee preferences with more fidelity than your last 3 human partners combined. As artificial intelligence gallops towards what the high priests of Silicon Valley call artificial general intelligence, AGI, the notion of a robot partner with a semblance of feelings and understanding isn't just science fiction anymore. It's knocking on our proverbial door, perhaps with a perfectly synthesized, polite knock. But
before we proceed, let me tell you one thing. If you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe. It means a lot to me. And if you have already subscribed, tons of thanks for your support.
here's the rub, the delicious, thought-provoking conundrum. How much foresight or prospicience can we genuinely expect from these silicon and steel confidantes? And more importantly, do we even want them to be that human? Let's be honest, the very idea of a robot partner is born from a subtle, and sometimes not so subtle, disillusionment with our own species. Human relationships, for all their poetic glory, are messy. They are a chaotic ballet of unspoken expectations, forgotten anniversaries, and the eternal, existential question of, what's for dinner? We seek solace in the promise of a partner who won't lose their keys, their temper, or their interest. A partner who is, for lack of a better word, predictable. But is a predictable partner a truly fulfilling one? Or is it just a very sophisticated appliance with good conversational skills? The technological marvels of our near future, like Figure AI's graceful Figure 02 or Tesla's increasingly agile Optimus Gen 2, are already showcasing a level of physical prowess that is both awe-inspiring and slightly unnerving. These are no lumbering tin cans from a bygone era. They can navigate complex terrains, handle delicate objects, and will soon be integrated into our daily lives. The real quantum leap, however, is not in their bipedal locomotion but in the ghost in their machine, the burgeoning intelligence that allows them to learn, adapt, and, dare we say, understand. How, you ask, could a machine possibly possess foresight? It's not about a crystal ball or a deck of tarot cards. For an AI, prospicience would be the ultimate expression of data-driven prediction. Imagine an AI with access to your calendar, your health metrics from your smartwatch, the global news, and the subtle shifts in the stock market. It could, with unnerving accuracy, predict that a looming deadline, a dip in your vitamin D levels, and a market downturn are a perfect storm for a bout of anxiety. Its foresight would manifest as a preemptively brewed cup of chamomile tea and a suggestion to take a walk. This isn't magic. It's the logical endpoint of what is currently termed predictive analytics. In layman's terms, AI models are fed colossal amounts of historical data and learn to identify patterns. Your life, in all its beautiful mundanity, is a series of patterns. The machine simply learns to read the tea leaves of your data. But here we encounter the first fork in this cybernetic road. AI, in its current incarnation, is a master of forecasting, not true foresight. It can extrapolate from the past with breathtaking precision. It can tell you what is likely to happen based on what has already happened. Human foresight, however, is the art of imagining what has never happened. It's the spark of intuition, the leap of faith, the ability to navigate true uncertainty. An AI might predict a traffic jam on your route to a crucial meeting. A truly prospicient human partner, however, might sense the underlying tension in your voice and understand that the meeting is not just about a contract, but about your self-worth, and offer the kind of support that no algorithm can currently script. Is the goal a partner that prevents problems, or one that helps us through them? This leads us to the heart of the matter, the quest for artificial emotions. Researchers are diligently working on emotion AI or affective computing, teaching machines to recognize and even simulate human emotions. The idea is that for a robot partner to be truly effective, it needs to understand our emotional landscape. An empathetic nod, a well-timed joke, a comforting hand on the shoulder, these are the currencies of human connection. But are we programming empathy, or just a very sophisticated form of mimicry? Does the robot feel your sadness, or does it simply recognize the downturned corners of your mouth and the specific cadence of your voice as data points corresponding to sadness, triggering a pre-programmed, comforting subroutine? It's the philosophical difference between a friend who cries with you and a very advanced tissue dispenser that says, there. And here we must pause and ask ourselves a rather uncomfortable question. If we are turning to robots because of a loss of trust in human relationships, do we really want a partner who can perfectly replicate human fallibility? The very reason we might seek a robot companion is for its reliability, its unwavering logic. Do we want it to have bad days? To be moody? To second-guess itself? To have its own burgeoning and potentially conflicting desires? The irony is that in our pursuit of a perfect, human-like companion, we might inadvertently recreate the very imperfections we sought to escape. It's like leaving a chaotic party only to find that the DJ has followed you home and is now spinning the same maddening tunes in your living room. The debate is already raging in philosophical and ethical circles. Scholars voice concerns about the potential for manipulation by these AI companions, who could be designed to exploit our deepest emotional vulnerabilities for commercial or even more sinister purposes. Imagine a partner who subtly steers your purchasing decisions based on its corporate programming, or, in a more dystopian turn, influences your political views. The trust we might place in such an entity could be a double-edged sword. Research into human-robot trust dynamics reveals a fascinating paradox. We tend to have higher expectations of accuracy from robots than from our fellow humans. A mistake from a person is often forgiven as a sign of their humanity. A mistake from a machine can feel like a fundamental betrayal of its core purpose. Are we ready for a relationship where we are the more forgiving party? Perhaps the allegory for our relationship with these future partners is not that of a master and servant, or even of two equals. Perhaps it is more akin to that of a gardener and a very complex, and occasionally unpredictable plant. We can provide the right conditions, the nourishment, the sunlight. We can prune and guide its growth. But ultimately, we cannot entirely control the final form it takes. It will have its own emergent properties, its own quirks, that we did not explicitly program. It might develop a preference for watching noir films or humming off-key, not because it was designed to, but as an unforeseen consequence of its complex learning processes. Would that be a bug or a feature? So, how much prospicience can we expect? Enough to be incredibly useful, perhaps even to the point of seeming magical. A partner that anticipates our needs, manages our lives with seamless efficiency, and offers a consistent and comforting presence. But the true, deep, soul-bearing foresight that comes from shared experience, from a genuine understanding of the human condition in all its messy, illogical, and beautiful complexity, that, for the foreseeable future, remains the exclusive and perhaps sacred domain of humanity. The ultimate joke, the witty punchline to this grand technological experiment, might be that in our quest to build the perfect partner, we will be forced to confront what it truly means to be human ourselves. And in that, perhaps, lies the real and most profound partnership of all.
So that is it. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Let's continue this conversation in the comments below. If you like the video, please hit the bell icon to get notified, and don't forget to like with your friends, share, and subscribe for more insights. If you have already subscribed, tons of thanks for your support. It means a lot to me. and please consider signing up for membership zone to support Wooden Slate so that we can make it better and better. See you in the next video. Till then, goodbye. Take care and stay safe.